Hey there, it is Matt, and this is going to be a daily update video for March 4th, 2025. I'm basically going to go over everything that I'm going to do today to forward my business towards the $1 million per month profit mark, not just revenue. So I have a list in a Google Doc, and I'm going to go through it one at a time and just say what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and if I have any insights into how I'm actually going to do it, I will do that as well. So if we just go here, we should be able to see it. I have my Google Sheet and I'm going to be doing, let's see how many different things are going to be on there. There's going to be 36 different things on there. Congratulations to me. So the first ones that I'm going to be doing are 3 Q&A videos. It says QA there. That could stand for quality assurance. Let's add the and button so it's Q and A, just to be clear here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going on to, I have a new channel here. This is going to be my one for the updates that you're watching now. This one is going to be for Q&A. So I'm going to go through my mastermind chats, my client chats, and if things get really bad, just my comments and messages I get from randoms. And I'm going to go over like anything that I think is a good question that won't waste my time and won't waste the viewer's time. I'm going to create probably a 10-minute video for each of those. And I'm going to schedule 3 of those per day just so I can actually kind of get a content bank in case I miss. So for example, tomorrow I'm probably going to be like reviewing a lead magnet. I'm going to be answering like, when should I hire X employee? And maybe I'll do something like, what are the most important parts of an ad? So I don't know today, like what I'm going to do. And I might do these things. I might not, and that's fine. The next thing I'm going to do is a case study document. So I have basically this case study from one of my clients, how they went from 117K per month to 1.8 million per month in 18 months. I'm going to finish that and then I'm going to record a video for that. Just seems kind of obvious, but the case study videos on my YouTube channel are the one that drives the most clients for me. And, they're all real case studies, are actually, very useful to someone who wants to learn. It's a very good video title. I might even title it from 1.4 mil to whatever that is, like 21.6 mil in 18 months. Might even sound better. I'm kind of thinking of that kind of stuff. The next thing I'm going to do is I bought the domain buyqualifiedleads.com. I don't think I have anything up for it yet, but I have connected the site to it. So buy qualify, actually might have, but it's just a template in there that I used to use for my old agency. I'm going to make like all of the necessary things for this today. And I'm probably going to delegate this, to be honest, but I'm going to make things like the YouTube, the Twitter, the LinkedIn, the Instagram, the Facebook, that kind of stuff. Then I'm going to get stuff like Trustpilot, anything that's relevant to kind of building the brand by qualifiedleads.com, I'm going to do it. And in this, I'm going to sell things like business lending leads, things like insurance leads, things like mortgage leads, debt relief leads, that kind of stuff, because that's kind of how I'm making most of my money today. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to show you because I don't really want to be ripped off or anything, but I'm basically I have a affiliate offer that has a small business lending type deal. And I'm running ads for it right now. And what I'm doing is I want to have a bunch of content on the profiles that I run ads from. So Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, that kind of stuff. And that's the reason for that is, yes, it might get some viewers, it might get followers, but a lot of people will click on the ad and they're going to click on your profile. And if it's bare, which they are right now, it's not going to be very good for me. I'm going to write 5 threads and I'm going to cross post them with Hype Fury to Instagram, to LinkedIn, and to Facebook, just so I start to get stuff on all of the thing. And hopefully that will, anecdotally, it reduces your CPM. It just gets you a better result, that kind of stuff. It's going to be kind of the same stuff I post for like these kind of videos too, because that applies to small businesses. Next thing I'm going to do is just a specific thing I'm trying to get there. I've been traveling to the United States for a while, quite frequently. I'm from Canada, and they're I kind of get questioned like a lot of the time because I'm at that like 6-month limit type thing, or, I could be if I keep like going. So I'm going to have a spreadsheet tracker of all the dates I've been in the USA just to make sure I don't go over these 6 months that Canadians are allowed. The next thing I'm going to do is have a folder of documents to prove that I am like going to go back to Canada. because I kind of see it from Customs and Border Patrol point of view. When you're booking a one-way ticket for a month, like, are you trying to live in the United States? And I'm really not. But I'm going to have a folder of documents to prove my residence, my corporation in Canada, my ties to Canada, all of that kind of stuff, just so I, can show that to them and hopefully get through customs easier. Next thing I'm going to do is do client roasts in my onboarding from my mastermind high ticket offer. Join my mastermind if you haven't. It's called scaleyouраgency.ai. It's pretty good, but it's going to be like these kind of videos, or watch me fix my clients, whatever. This one did pretty well. Got me a bunch of new clients. Also, watch me fix my clients 200K per month agency, 37K per month agency. I have 4 in the queue. So, but basically everybody I want who comes through my mastermind, I want to do this with, one, for content for myself, but 2, it's just really valuable for them, in my opinion. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do Jeremy Haynes' 4 quadrant and make like kind of an SOP for myself and a checklist for myself of it. Can't remember what video it was, but I'm really enjoying this guy. His name is Jeremy Haynes. Kind of more like the high ticket info product type space more than, my space, but there's a lot of stuff in there that is relevant to anyone. It's just good marketing. So he has this thing called the 4 quadrants. Don't really know what video it's in, to be honest. It was in one of these. I've been watching quite a few of them. Not all of them, but quite a few, I'd say. So I'm going to do that for Scale Your Agency, as well as some of my affiliate offers. And I'm going to just have a checklist for that. The next thing I got to do is find a new email service provider for my lending offer, just because ConvertKit disabled my account today because they just don't support lending, which is fair enough, I guess. But I'll probably go to HubSpot or something of that nature. Next thing I'm going to do is one of my employees, I'm going to get him to set up all the reminders for all of my other employees. It's one of the most important things in my view when you are trying to manage employees and they have repetitive tasks. Like, for example, YouTube, or not YouTube, let's say newsletter needs to be every day. And some of your employees do that. They need a reminder to do that every day. And then if they don't, then they're insubordinate and you fire them. But it's just really helpful to have a reminder, fire them or don't. Like I said, just kind of the same thing, but once I make that training and checklist for myself, I'm going to do it for Scale Your Agency and see what kind of stuff that I'm going to kind of do. The next thing I'm going to do is I've been editing. I haven't published it yet, but I've been editing my homepage. So I have my opt-in page as my homepage actually, but I've also basically, I'm going to put a bunch of videos, like my VSL's here and it's going to play, but I'm also going to put a bunch of videos like with my 900K per month case study of myself. My client went from 61K to 379K, and then like just an example of the kind of feedback you'll get. I believe it was Jeremy Haynes who talked about something like this, and I'm going to test it out and A/B test it on my page. I've been watching Jeremy Haynes a lot lately, and I really like him. I'm going to cancel excess bills. I've just changed my mastermind off WhatsApp to Slack, and there's a lot of software and just expenses that I've been doing relates to WhatsApp that we no longer need anymore, and I'm pretty diligent on how to actually, stay on top of your expenses, let's say. Next I'm going to do is a resume for my E2 visa. So I've been kind of an entrepreneur for like 12 years and trying to make this resume here, and it's requirement to try to get a visa for the United States for a company I started in the United States. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm also going to talk to the Business Plan Pro, which is who I'm helping to make my business plan with me. I made it and they kind of like our consultant. So I'm going to talk to them. Next thing I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start sending emails specifically to my customers only, like the best of the best emails. And then honestly, my free ones might get a little worse because all of the sick alpha is going to be in this. So people who are in my school, people who are in my 1000X leads, people who are buying leads from me, people who are in my mastermind will all get this. So I'm going to try to make 3 emails for that and schedule them out. I'm going to make a cross-posting system for my mastermind, Scale Your Agency, and an email flow system. Those are just going to be very, very good SOPs type thing that my clients can use. So if you're in my Slack here, there's going to be like access systems, basically. That's going to be what that's for. The next thing is I'm going to set up my conversion API for one of my affiliate offers. just so I can get better data because it's kind of missing maybe 10 to 15% of leads just with the pixel, and it's time. It's doing about, I'm not going to say how much per day, but it's doing quite a bit just to do it. I'm going to make a video called Watch Me Do X. So I have one on my channel that I did a while ago, Watch Me build a lead magnet for my agency. This one's going to be Watch Me do a follow-up flow for my agency because I actually have to make one anyway. So I'm going to kind of kill two birds with one stone, show you how it's done and actually do it. For case study thumbnails, I'm going to try to make some like this guy, Ed Lawrence. He's cool. He taught me a lot about YouTube. So basically he has like kind of this. I'm just going to put like all my case study videos or my client roasts are going to be like my client's name type thing and then, or picture, and then like what their agency is. Hopefully that'll be well for me and I can just kind of reuse that template. I'm going to have one of my employees book 2 roast my agency calls per week. Reach out to people you know because I need to get 2 of them per week to keep the bank of content I have. On one of my affiliate offers, I'm going to A/B test going straight to the form as opposed to going to a landing page and then the form just to see how that works. I'm not really happy with my conversion rate or my application rate right now, so I really need to kind of do that. The next is going to be, I'm going to book a Dubai residence for 45 days in November and December because I go there 90 days per year. I'm going to follow up with everybody in my CRM. Not too many open leads, but I'm going to follow up with them, to be honest. I'm going to make this daily update video, which I'm doing right now. So there we go. The next thing I'm going to do is send money to a certain person, initials WK, for a deposit for something. Not really going to say what it is. It's not really that interesting either, but keep my personal life out of it as much as possible. I'm going to try to get my first 3 Trustpilot reviews for my mastermind, Scale Your Agency. I just got the Trustpilot up, so I'm going to go to some happy people, hopefully, and get some social proof there. I'm going to have my girlfriend, Sophia, start with I'm going to do an auto loan affiliate offer, or I should say auto insurance, not loan. And she's going to just go through my to-do list because she works with me on a lot of this stuff. So we got to get it started from the ground up. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to offer a free trial of my mastermind for $1 for 7 days and hopefully upsell a lot of people in there. So we're going to set up the Slack. All the automations and stuff are in there, but the Slack is looking pretty shit, as you can see. Next thing I'm going to do, and I'm basically going to do this right after like this, I'm going to set up an Aphonic, which is an AI sound engineering thing. I'm going to basically set one up so I can kind of, how would you say? Let's just show you right now. I'm going to set it up so if some of my YouTube stuff, basically, I won't set it up right now just because I have to log in, but it's basically gonna, I can record this video and hit I'm done with it, right? And then it'll optimize my sound automatically and upload it to YouTube for me. I'm also going to have some thumbnail templates for this kind of video you're doing right now. And then I'm going to look for a podcast guy. If you haven't watched it yet, I've made a podcast with Nick Sarayev. He has about 55,000 subscribers in the AI automation space. Podcast is actually really good, I think. I think it is honestly, at the risk of, talking shit, I think it's going to be the next big thing in terms of podcasts. So many podcasts are brutal, uninteresting, and I think ours is pretty good with some pretty good banter. So basically, that is what I'm going to be doing for March 4th. I'm going to be recording these videos daily and showing how I delegate, showing what I actually do. I'm going to give as much information as I can, but there's certain stuff where it's just private or intellectual property or something like that. And I hope you find this valuable, and I'll see you tomorrow on March 5th. So make sure you subscribe and shit. So take care.